Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for watching today. So first, I just, of course, want to make sure my Facebook is going live right now. And it is. So welcome. Today is Monday, the last partial week of 2020. So today I want to talk about next year and a little bit about what you did this year. So how was your year? I mean, I know with personally, pandemic wise, let's that's a whole nother conversation. But let's talk about business. Now, how was your 2020? Was it where you thought it would be? I know we had a little bump in the road earlier in the year. Or we didn't know where things were going. But how did you end up the year? What did you learn? What did you accomplish? Did you get to your goals? Did you do things that you didn't think you were going to get done at the beginning of the year? Are you didn't accomplish the things you wanted to accomplish? Where were your numbers? Did you build your business? And especially to the new agents, I mean, I know your year's just starting, but I'm really talking to the agents that have been in the business over a year or more. So you've had a complete year on how things went. So this is the week. This is the time. I mean, I've been talking about it all month since Thanksgiving or before. This is the time that we got to think about where we vision our future. How is your 2021 going to be business wise? Because if anything, this year has proven to us, no matter what's happening in the world, the election, the pandemic, economy, no matter what's happening out there, people are still buying or selling a house. I've known this for almost 30 years. It continues to go no matter what's going on. Now, what you have to figure out is what piece of the business, what piece of the pie are you going to get in 2021? Are you going to take a bigger piece? Or is that your goal? Are you going to double your contacts, double your prospecting, double your calls, double your door knocking, double your open houses, double your database? What are you going to do now? Start doing now to over just double what you think you're going to do next year. So there's 5 things that I've learned over the years in so many different classes and coaches and programs. There's 5 things that you got to consider. So you could write these down, rewind this video. You've heard me say it before if you've been watching all my videos. If this is your first video, this is an important one. So first, there's 5 kind of core things that I have in my notes here that you got to consider. So number 1, there's 5 core things, but there's also 5 goals. There's 5 goals that you in areas of your life that you have to master. You have to know, you have to understand. And those 5 things are, in not any particular order, going to be different for everybody, is what financially you want to be. There's a reason why you're in real estate. You want to be financially free. You want the ability to make as much money as you want. You want to be successful. Of course, you want to help people, but we do this for money and for our futures. So financially, number 1, where do you want to be in your goals financially? 2, relationship wise, your personal relationship wise, because I put these in a certain order. So because relationship wise, if I'm reaching out to the younger, I'll say younger now that I'm in my 50s, or I'm 50 still. Is that considered 50s? Or 51 is considered your 50s? That's next June. But I'm reaching out to the younger agents out there that are getting into real estate early on. Relationships. This is a great business to be in. You could work 24/7, 7 days a week. You could be on the phone all the time. The time you get up to the time you go to sleep. You could wake up in the middle. You're going to wake up in the middle of the night dreaming about real estate, nightmares about closings. This is going to happen. So think about your relationships, your friends, your family, your significant other, because this business is not a 9-to-5 job. It's addicting. It's addicting. If you love it, it's going to be addicting and you're going to want to do it all the time. Anybody watching this that's being successful in real estate, hit your goals this year, you just want more. It just gets in your blood and you want to do more. So that's why number two, I put relationships. You kind of got to watch those because I've seen it happen. Even in my own life, in 30 years of real estate, you kind of things get pushed aside when you spend a lot of time on your business. So watch your relationships, have a goal, plan your relationships and what you're going to do this year. So one is financially, two is relationships, three, your health. Just and maybe many of you see this when you're busy, you're not think of your health. It happened to me. I know I gained a lot of weight when I first started real estate because I wasn't doing the things, because I was working all the time, eating fast food restaurants, not going to the gym anymore, putting my business first before my health. And because there's always something to do. I said, got to get to the office, got to work, got to do this, got to do that, and putting things aside. So put your health, mental health, your physical health, that's important. Four is where do you want to plan your business? Planning your business, not just your financial goals. That's different. That's number one, because you have to watch your finances, what you're coming in and what's going out. But this is your business, of where you want your business to be. Do you want to be a single agent? Do you want to be a team? Do you want to sell 30, 40 houses a year? Do you want to sell 100 houses a year? You got to start always every year assess where your business want your business to be, because the sky is the limit. You can't just say, I want to sell as many houses as I want. That's usually what agents do, and kind of figure it out later, but have a goal of your business. And five, just personal growth of learning, classes, things that you want to do. Have goals with that. I want to take X amount of classes on, buyer representations, working with sellers, negotiations, anything, being more understanding about what's happening, what's going on with the finances. I know a lot of agents leave it up to the loan officer to describe everything, but the number one complaint I hear from loan officers is agents just don't understand the loan process. They do maybe like the steps, but they get upset when there's hiccups. Like just this morning, I had an agent getting upset, and I had to talk her down, explaining that the buyer was not getting the documents and doing the things that the loan officer needed to get their loan approved, and they were getting mad at the loan officer. And I had to explain there's processes and procedures and things that has to be done to get a loan approved. So that's an example. Sorry, I went off topic there. So those five goals or things to think about financially: relationships, health, business, and personal growth. So that's just number one of the five core things. Number two is, what's your plan? So have the number one, have your five goals in those five areas. Two, what's your plan and your blueprint to getting to where you want to be? Number three, what's your schedule? What's your schedule? Every day, do you have it written down? Is it in your planner? Is it in a book? Is it on your phone? Have a plan. If you master, honestly, if you master your a couple hours a day, especially your mornings, if you master your time in the morning and dedicate that to prospecting, double your calls, double your contacts, double your database. If you actually you'll there's sky's the limit in real estate and what you're going to earn. Honestly, look at that. Prospecting, master your time. Number four, accountability. What are you going to do next year? What kind of accountability? It's going to be your personal accountability. You're going to get a friend. You're going to get a colleague. You're going to get your spouse. What are you going to do to make yourself accountable? You're going to give yourself rewards. Are you going to give yourself punishment? Like if you don't make your calls for the day or the week, or you don't make your prospecting, you got to donate some money to charity. That's a good thing, but maybe it's something that, like, gosh, if I don't do this, I'm going to make myself accountable and do something good. I'm going to write a check for $50. Whatever it is to you, some type of punishment, but a good thing. Do a good thing out of it. And that if you don't do the things that you want to accomplish. And then five, what are you going to do to take more classes, more training, more maybe a real estate coach, maybe a coaching program. To our Century 21 HomeStar agents, we have an excellent excellent Century 21 University with classes and programs, live classes every day, learn as you go classes every day. We have programs that are 4 weeks, 8 weeks, that start up every couple weeks. It seems like every month or two, there's a program where agents from all across the world are going on there to collaborate. What are you going to do? And then myself, all of our Century 21 HomeStar agents out there, I'm here to help you with any of those classes that you take. I get these calls several times a week. Someone that took a class and want to know how they could implement that in our market, because those classes are for agents all across the world. And they go, I learned this in a class. How do I implement it here in our market? And I love doing that. So what are you going to do in 2021 to learn more? So those 5 things again are, have those 5 goals that went over. What's your plan? What's your schedule? How are you accountable, and how are you going to learn more? What are you going to do to keep learning? There's nothing that you can't learn in real estate, and there's nothing you can't do. So those 5 things are very important to consider, to think about for 2021. Are you going to make 2021 better than 2020? If you did well in 2020, and you said, wow, I hit my goals. I don't want you to be like a one-hit wonder, like, hey, I did my goals, because any agent out there that's watching this that hit their goals, that if you've been in the business less than a couple years, and I've seen agents out there 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, that's it. They've only been in the business a few years and they're hitting their goals and they're doing well. My opinion, less than 10. If if you have been in the real estate industry less than 10, you're like a freshman, a sophomore in the career of real estate. And the one thing you've got to keep in mind all of the time is time in the industry doesn't equal money without hard work. I have no agents that have been in the business 30, 40 years that are doing nothing now because they aren't doing the right things. But 20 years ago, excellent. They were busy. They were running things around. They were the top of our market. And I see these names. I've been in the business almost 30 years. Anybody watching this has been in the business this year. The names that were the top of our real estate industry 30 years ago, some of those people are still in the business, and they're not even close to the top of the business now. They might have done that for personal reasons, just not wanting to work as hard or wanted to take a step back. That's true. But I know several of them that are still working hard and trying to do it and just didn't follow through. So please, it's just because you're in 2020, if you did well and you hit your goals, just because you're going to stay in the business next year, it doesn't automatically double. It doesn't automatically, I'm going to get more referrals. You got to work at it. All the successful agents always continue to work the basics. They continue to do those 5 things I just explained. They continue to work their skills. They craft their skills, work their business. They continue to prospect. The number one thing I think a lot of agents, and I keep on saying number one, but one of the most important or most common things I hear from agents when they see successful agents, they just think that there's a magic pill, magic bullet. They have like back in the day, I always used to see successful agents, and a lot of people say, oh, they're in a group, or they're in a country club, or their spouse keeps them business, gives them business, or this. There's always an excuse people are making why people are successful. There's something easy for them to do or did, or it just happens to be they're lucky. It's not that way. There's no successful agent just falls across 100 transactions a year. There's no successful agent that after year after year after year after year are doing well by just luck. It's not happening. It's the work they put into the things that they do, the things that they learn, the prospecting, the building of the database, staying in touch with people, the consistent and constant and persistent things that they do all of the time. So today, I'm just going to leave you with this: is that it's the last week of the year. Don't let it just slide by. Start working it. Call those people. Call your sphere. Wish them happy holidays. Hope their holidays were good. Wish them a happy new year. See them in the new year. You got to reach out to me. This is a perfect time to spend the time, because a lot of people took some time off of work. A lot of people are taking it easy and they're more available by phone. There's more people that because of COVID are working from home and maybe have a little bit more time and are picking up the phone or looking at texts or responding. This is a perfect time to do this and grow your business. So that's it for today. Think about next year. Start working on it now. And that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. And it'll be tomorrow, Tuesday, high noon. I'll have another topic for you. So remember, use me as a resource. If anybody needs anything, especially Century 21 HomeStar agents, I'm available 7 days a week, almost 24 hours a day if you need anything. So that's it. Have a great Monday. We'll see you tomorrow on Tuesday. Bye-bye.